It's been amazing to say the least. I've loved all 4 years that I've been here. I feel like I've not only grown on the field, but just as an individual, and I couldn't have asked for a better college experience.
It was really cool to be able to play in the Sweet 16 and be recognized in the top 16 teams in the country. If you lose, you're done. So everything's all on the line, and I think it's special because you don't necessarily have that mindset in every game. I don't think it would be bad to have that mindset in every game, but just the pressure of the game to know that you're not going to play another one if you lose. So it's just like a do or die kind of feeling.
Well, I think by the time you get to the end of the year, a lot of the motivation is taking care of itself. They know what's at stake. They're thrilled to be in the NCAA tournament, to have a home game for the 3rd year in a row, to be rated, top 15 teams in the country. I think that early on in the season, and certainly sometimes when you play a team that you're heavily favored, we have to use more motivational stuff in the locker room to keep the team focused, to keep them on their toes. But by the end of the year, a lot of that stuff is allowed to be reined in. You don't want to overhype them. You want them to be emotional and excited and passionate, but in control and play their game and focused. And sometimes if you overdo it, they can lose some of that focus and play on too much emotion. So I think as the season went on, the times that we pulled them aside and tried to get into their heads a little bit were more about being who they are, being true to the system that we play, being true to the team that we are, making sure that we are the best version of ourselves that's possible, focus on the things that make us good, and I think just keeping them centered is something we spend some time on.
He continued to say close to the end of the season that it was just going to be our mentality that got us through, and whoever wanted it bad enough, and that if we wanted to see this season continue, then we had to produce the results. So I think he kind of kept giving us the same, if you want to do it bad enough, then you will, and if you want to stay alive, then you're pretty much fighting for your life. So he continued on that pretty much through the whole postseason.
It's not a surprise that Janine Beckie and Jaylee Hinkle were All-Americans. I think they came and did what was expected, which is not easy when the pressure's on to produce. They both did. But players like Megan McCullough, who had 6 assists and was her first year to start, and Allie Murphy, who was getting 90 minutes a game this year after not being a starter the year before. Katie Heap had a great year. I think the other big surprise, though, was Lauren Watson, our goalkeeper, who had patiently waited in the wings for her chance to start, and once she got to start, had a phenomenal year, was 2nd team All-Big 12 and 3rd team All-Region. And the future's bright for Lowe, and we're super excited to have a goalkeeper for caliber on our squad.
I don't know if there's one thing I'll miss the most. I think I'm going to miss it all. It's unbelievable to be a student athlete to begin with, just being here and being able to play a sport you love and go to a school that you've enjoyed being at for 4 years. So I think maybe if I had to pick one thing, it'd just be the camaraderie just between our team. I think I'm going to miss the team the most, just having those friends that you wake up and go to practice with every day and spending time with them on a daily basis. So I know the relationships will last for a long time, but I think I'm going to miss seeing their faces every day.
I would have loved to go further. I think we had a great chance to go into the Final Four. We put in a great performance throughout the whole season. We had a little bit of adversity a couple different times, but that feeling was pretty unreal. Obviously, experiencing something new is always a really cool feeling, and to be able to experience it with the people that you spend the most time with and your best friends is an indescribable feeling.